Hi YouTube. Almost 2 weeks I had to wait, but it was worth it. What I got is a Mega Drive Model 1 with the Mega CD Model 2. Looks nice, doesn't it? That reminds me, as a kid I wanted to have a Super Nintendo for Christmas, but what I got was a Mega Drive. That was okay for me, no problem at all. But recently I asked my mother why they bought me a Sega back then, and the simple reason was the design of the system. The Nintendo was gray all over, and the Mega Drive is black and has this golden 16-bit mark on it, and yeah, it looks better for me. Well, and when I think of the early 90s, it makes sense to me. I mean, all the electronic stuff was black. There was almost no other choice than get you a TV, stereo, or speakers on black. So yeah, actually this was my first video game console back then. You know, I was born in the east of Berlin, and yeah, there was almost no possibility to get a video game console until 1990. Yeah, you know the history, I guess. Just let me tell you that I don't have a Soviet flag next to my desk. But anyways, let's get a closer look on the Sega CD Model 2. Well, the problem with the redesigned models is that they are produced cheaper than the first model. And as you can see, this one has a top-loading CD-ROM drive. It's single speed, I guess. And the Model 1 had a front-loading CD drive, and yeah, the Genesis basically was placed on the Sega CD, so it looked kind of like a tower. The Mega CD2 does not feel as solid as the Mega Drive itself, but I've expected worse, to be honest. It has this red button to open the drive. And yeah, red button just as the Model 2 Mega Drive, which had red power and reset button. And even this controller here, which came with it, has a red start button, so this one came with a Model 2 back then. I guess only the European versions had the red buttons. First thing I noticed about this was how perfectly it fits. I mean, as I said, Model 1 Mega Drive, Model 2 Sega CD, and the Model 2 Mega Drive is smaller than this one, about this size, I guess. So down here is an extension, and thanks to that it looks and fits great. And I've never seen such an extension before. I've only connected it with the RF cable yet. To get the full sound quality of the CD game, I have to use an audio cinch cable, I guess, and I have to plug it in right here. You can also use the Sega CD as a CD player, which was pretty cool back in '93, I guess, because CD players were quite expensive back then. As you can see here, the CD drive needs its own power cable. Yeah. The systems are directly connected, each has an expansion port on the side. This RF cable is not the best, it's damaged and I got loose connections. Yeah, I have to get the AV cable. But anyways, let's take a closer look on the Mega Drive itself. Because of this mark here, high definition graphics and stereo sound, I believe this Mega Drive is one of the early Model 1 systems. And if so, this one has a little bit better sound and some other advantages. Well, at least I've heard that the Genesis with this mark has these advantages, but I'm not sure if it's the same with the European version. If you wanna know more about that, check the videos of MN12Bird. He's a Canadian guy who has some impressive knowledge about consoles and other electronics of that time.
Yeah. Another aspect that lets me think this is an early Model 1 is that extension port back here. This one was never used, I think. I guess only the early Mega Drives had this at all. Also, I got these games. This is a collection including Columns, Sonic, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Super Monaco Grand Prix, and Sega Soccer. Yeah, 6 games on one cartridge, that's nice. And to test the CD drive, I got Road Avenger, which is a typical full motion video game. And yeah, you're basically watching a movie and you have to react on commands which appear on the screen. Yeah, like brake or left, right, up, down, whatever. And you have about half a second time to react. And if you won't make it in time, you have to start again. These type of games are kind of common for the first CD consoles. You also find them on the 3DO or the Philips CDI. But of course you can find some good games on these consoles, especially on the Sega CD. I mean, there are lots of good games out there. Yeah. And here it is, the magic data carrier of the future, the CD. Well, yeah, let me show you, maybe let me show you the boot up screen. Personally, I like the Model 1 intro, if you want to call it intro. Yeah, I like it more. As you can see, it's Mega CD. Well, I'm not sure if that's a Model 1 and Model 2 difference or European US difference anyway. Yeah. But I definitely look forward to pick up some Sega CD games. I mean, this bundle here is almost perfect for collectors. You can find a Mega Drive game, for $1, and you can pick some up at once. Or you can search for rare Sega CD games. So I look forward to it, and yeah, I'm really happy to own the console now. Yeah, thanks for watching and subscribe if you've enjoyed.